What is up, guys? I'm Calamari. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about, I guess, my new favorite render engine. So, we have Eevee right here. We have Eevee. We also have Workbench, Cycles, and I recently got LuxCore. So yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm just going to be comparing it with the Cycles, since comparing it with Eevee wouldn't technically be fair, since Eevee is a real-time render engine. So I'm just going to grab this cube up, then add in a plane. Alright, I'd say that's looking good. Then I'm going to add in an HDR. So environment texture, and let's get this one. Alright, it's looking good. Now I'm going to go to LuxCore. I'm going to put an HDRI as well. Same one. Then yep, to the HDR, it's working. Switch back to Eevee. I am going to give this a glass material. Look at this. And then LuxCore, I'm going to see if I can use Cycles nodes. See, show nodes. I need to open a node editor. So that's what I'm going to do. Having a bit of trouble. Alright. So shader editor. Okay, so I have it rendered out, not displaying it, so I won't use cycle nodes for Lux, and I'll use the LuxCore nodes for this, so we give it a glass material. Alright, that's looking nice. I just switched to Cycles, see, Cycles. Alright, bring it down to where it touches the ground. Alright, yeah, that's looking good. So, just for previewing. Cycles. This is LuxCore. It's a lot darker in LuxCore. I think you can change that. You might have to turn up the gain or something, or you could just leave it how it is. I might have to change this to a sun lamp in LuxCore. So I guess I'll do that. Oh. That completely gets rid of the HDR. So I'll leave it like this. Actually, yeah. Alright. See how it looks like in the camera? I'm gonna adjust the camera angle. Say that looks good. And set sample counts. I'll set it to something small, 50. And in LuxCore, I'd say 50 is about and yeah, one other thing is that LuxCore renders forever. So if you want to stop the render, you have to put a halt. So I'm going to halt it at about 20 samples. And then I'm also going to put the refresh interval at 5 seconds. And I won't turn on the light tracing. But anyways, I'm going to render it and see how much time it takes. Alright. The cycles. Alright, 11 seconds, 50 samples. Look score will probably take longer, but you can see its result. It might have a better result. Oh, that was pretty much the same time. There's more noise down here. Should I change the slot instead? So I guess I'll render cycles in that second slot. Let's see what happens. Yes. So then it will be easier to compare. So it's saying 13 seconds remaining. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, it's just sped up, so it's probably going to be the same, like 11 seconds. So yeah, it's noticeably darker on Lux Score. You can see down here. Cycles is brighter. There's a lot of noise there. There's, I guess you could say, less noise. There's a lot of noise on both of them since I rendered them at pretty low sample counts. So yeah. I can switch Lux Score instead. Let's see if I can change the HDRI so that it's brighter. Let's see. That doesn't change anything. The sky. Then let's see what gamma does. If I set that to 10, it's completely black. Let's see if I sent it to 0.1. I'm gonna put it at 1. Let's see what gain does. I'm gonna set that. Doesn't make it feel that much brighter. Don't think you can change it, but anyways, I just got this render engine, so might just be me. But yeah, I am really liking Lux Score. I think it's great. And you see, if you go to cycles, it's a lot brighter, but you see, look at this bounding box over the cube when I move it. See, the bounding boxes can be in different places than the cube. So Lux Score has like smoother, so like you can move it around. The bounding box stays in the same spot. Even if I switch it to the CPU, it stays in the same spot. So yeah. So I can set up a scene in Lux Score right now. So I can just bring Suzanne head. And then I can add a subdivision surface modifier. And then rotate it. Like this. And I can just put it on the ground. that's good enough. And then I can find a good spot to place the camera. Right here. And I can lock the camera to view and move back. So this is a simple scene. So yeah. So one of the things that I like about LuxCore is that they have different material presets. So yeah, you can just change it on the spot. So you just create a new material. And you have all these presets over here. So it's glossy. Let's see how. Now let's get a preview. Then I will make it a red. Then if you go into solid mode, you can see the color over here too. Then I can turn the roughness down to 0.01. It's looking good. And then I can also give this a checker texture. Hold up. I need to go to the node editor. So I create a new material. Texture. 2D checkerboard. Wrong input. I haven't used this node editor. So yeah, this is my first time. But yep, right here I think color goes. See how it looks like when rendered. Yeah, that isn't looking like a checkerboard. I think I can just, let's see how it looks like in cycles. Let's see if I can do something in the cycle shader editor. Use nodes, and then I add texture, and then checker texture. Alright. Then I can make this a black. And switch it to LuxCore. Then I'll click on having it says use cycles nodes. Alright, so now it has something to reflect off of. Alright, I can change this to metal. See how that looks. Can disconnect this because I don't need this right now. I can set the roughness to, let's just put it at 0, shiny. And I'll also crank up the sample count so the final render looks better. There's still lower sample count, but LuxCore Render works with Intel's OpenImage denoiser. So add a denoise node, and yeah, that's good. So now I just click F12 and it will render. Yep, it starts off really noisy and then it refreshes itself, and yeah. It's denoising, and now OpenImage denoise, and ta-da, 25 seconds. And it looks very clean. It looks like a very nice render. Got shadows, soft shadowing, and all that. And right now I will change this I'll move this monkey head to the side. We might need it later. But I'll add in a UV sphere. Alright, and all the same materials. Then I'll wrong material. Give it this material. Just drag it down. I'll bring it off to the side. Still be in the camera. And then I'll duplicate it. Bring it up here, I'll shrink it. Then I'll bring it down. That looks good. I'll move it to the side. And this one, I'll give it the glass material. I'll give the glass a different color. Let's see. Orange-ish red. That'll look good. Alright. Let's see how this looks like. Alright, so it's rendering now. It's looking very nice. You can see the monkey head in the reflection. And yeah, it's coming out very clean and all that. Very nice looking. And the regular denoiser, the built-in denoiser, and now the compositing. Alright, so yes, of course with the denoiser you did lose a bit of detail, and you can see some sort of a artifact over there. But this is pretty much noise-free. It's a noise-free image. And it was done in 26 seconds, which is actually really good. Now, I can check how it looks like in cycles. It'll probably look much different if we preview it. Yeah, so I need to add more materials into cycles. So for cycles, I need to add in a... I can check what the hex code is on the LuxCore. Let's see, LuxCore material nodes, or right here. That's if it uses a hex code. No, it doesn't. So I can't use the hex code, so I guess I'm just gonna have to eyeball it and change it to the shader editor. Make it yellow. That seems close enough. Okay, and this is metallic and the roughness is all the way down. Alright. I'm going to disconnect this. And I'll, I guess, give it a sky texture? Oh, that works. Strength, I'll set strength up 5. Alright. So, I have the compositing and everything set up. It's at 50 samples and cycles. I'll set it up to the default, which is 128, and now I'll render. So for the most part, the base render is already mostly noise free. You can't see that much noise. It's not as bright as the LuxCore one. It's going to take about the same time. Yeah, 25 seconds. Now I'll go into slot 2. And I will render in LuxCore. And see how that comes out. So yeah, one thing with LuxCore is that it doesn't tell you how much is remaining. It doesn't tell you the amount of time remaining. But that's okay. So yep, it's refreshing itself. It's set. And yep, now regular denoiser is working. And the AI denoiser. Alright. So now you can compare slot 1. See. And slot 2. I like to look at this more. Yeah, this texture is for some reason bigger on Cycles, like each of the squares. But yeah, I like it on both. You can see it's reflecting of this. And go to slot 1. Same. I like the look of LuxScore more, I have to say. I just think it looks cleaner. And just to compare, let's see how it looks like in Eevee, which is not that good. We have to do some tweaking to the sky texture. Maybe it has to be like 0.5. Okay, that's not how it should look like. Eevee is getting some weird results out of it. I guess it's just some problems with sky textures. So yeah, Eevee doesn't look that good. But if we go back here, we go to slot 1, Cycles, and LuxScore. I like LuxScore better. So yeah, I'm gonna open up another scene. So open, I'm not gonna save this. And let's get this one out. So this is a robot that I modeled. So it looks like an Eevee. So it looks like in Cycles. I converted all the materials to LuxScore. And yeah, it's pretty bright. And yeah. So it's looking very bright on LuxScore. I guess that's just how it's supposed to be. So I'm going to switch it to OpenCL and let's set up our camera. That looks good. So we can render it out. So just 50 samples. Positing. Add a filter and the denoise node. So now I just click F12 and render it out. Alright, that's refreshing. Alright, so it's done, but there's a lot of noisy spots. So for something like this, you might have to crank up the sample count. But it got rid of all the noise on here, but you see you lost some detail. All of that. So yeah, you might have to crank up the sample count. But yeah, this was I converted Cycles materials for this, so it can convert materials pretty well. So Cycles is a lot darker. It's like an Eevee. So yeah, it's looking pretty good on all of them. Yeah, but I do like the brightness of LuxScore. It looks like how the weather would actually be in some place like this. So yeah. Then I can also, I have this interior scene, but it's converting materials is gonna be a problem, but I'll try it. I just need to find it. So yeah, so I can switch it to LuxScore, switch to my OpenCL device, GPU, and let's say use Cycles nodes on all materials, and let's just see how it looks like. This is gonna take some time. Hasn't even started yet. Compiling everything. This might take some time. A lot of time. Hasn't even started. I'll actually check how it looks like in the viewport since it hasn't even started here. It might have crashed. Well, that says something. Yeah. I think Blender crashed. Well, that closed. And it's got a huge slowdown. Oh, we're getting something. You can barely see anything. There's so much noise. Let's just get out of here. So yes, it's a fairly dark scene. But there's tons of noise. But it converted all the materials successfully. You can see that. But yeah. Alright, so I guess that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But I will show you the small animation that I did in Lux Core Render. So I'm going to play that right now.